Welcome back, everybody. We are looking at the spoiler envelope. It's spoiler season, and Haunted Castle Gaming was kind enough to send one to me for some of the content I create. If you haven't seen any of my previous videos, most of my content has been following the secondary market of Genesis Battle of Champions cards, including Alpha, Beta, Rays, Jalera, and soon to be Welcome to Jalera J2 edition. Primarily, I like to focus on any content I can around what's moving on the market. There is not a lot of data out there, but I do try to cover what I can, and I expect that we'll pick up a little bit more when Origins releases. And so, without any further ado, I know what you're waiting for. You want to see this. I want to see it. I've already seen it. I opened it. I apologize. I couldn't wait. But I did want to make sure there was nothing in there that was private, that wasn't available to the public to look at. And so what you have here is Sid's got this wax seal now. So I've broken that seal. And we've got this letter from Haunted Castle Gaming. I'm just going to move this angel out of the way there. So we've got the card here, and so my camera may not focus, so I'll read this out for you guys real quick. Shockwave, you're a leader in the Genesis space. The content you create and the conversations you lead are very interesting and important. However, the thing I appreciated the most is that you also came out and played in the championship. Side note, I came in 6th place, and I'd only played the game twice before that, so looking forward to playing some more. You play the game and talk about it from every perspective, and that's really great. Keep up the content. I know there's an appreciation for it, especially from my dad. Haha. Sid, I know your dad loves these videos. I will keep doing them just for him because I know he likes the numbers and likes to see all that sort of stuff. So. Also, I wanted to personally thank you for supporting Genesis and being part of Origins spoiler season. Origins is a very special set for me because it is a callback to my early days of designing my first tactical card game way back in 2009 and earlier. That game was called Origins. I learned a lot from making that game, and I took all those lessons into creating Genesis. In this letter, you will find a special promo that we selected for you to spoil. Force Blast. This card is going to be a welcome change for casters to be able to handle and destroy swarm decks. There's a lot of power in this simple card, and I think your logo looks amazing on it. I hope you and your community are excited about the release of Origins, coming soon. Regards, Sid Qureshi. Guys, thank you so much. This has been an honor. It's been cool to see the growth of the company over the last year and to be a part of that. And I'm excited to show this card off. I wish I had a better production for you guys and better production values. But what I can say about this card is anybody can use it in any deck. And it's going to be something that does get heavily played, I believe. So we have, okay, I'm gonna try to spoil the spoil. Awareness of 3 in front, and it's Jalera. So far, we can't see any other affiliations. Okay, hopefully you can see that okay. Force Blast, it's a Jalera, no affiliation, so it's generic. Any affiliations can use this. I'm trying to get a good focus. So Force Blast, it's an action speed, 21 aura to cast it. Deals 6 damage to everything in Force Blast's awareness. So this is going to be amazing because this is going to take care of little pesky creatures in front of you, but it can also kill angels, it can kill Baruchs, it can kill scorpions, all that sort of stuff. You just got to get into the right zone to cast it, or you have to bring the summons to you. You can see my logo there. You can see the little Kickstarter logo. There are some print lines on the foil that seem to be there, but this is the first one that came out for this card. I'm very excited to be holding it. I'm going to put it into a different sleeve afterwards, but I am going to put an overlay on the screen here and we'll talk a little bit about this card. So appreciate it, guys. Haunted Castle Gaming, thank you so much. Okay guys, so Force Blast, I'm going to bring up some images for you to see. The first one is going to be this gorgeous full art picture that Joey sent me of Force Blast. You see Minot casting this Force Blast, and not really sure yet if they're going to have a full art card printed, but this is the full art of what the card was based off of. And so I'm going to pull up my the Shockwave promo one, so you can see my Shockwave logo there. I would like to give a quick shout out and thank you to Jeff Pacito for designing that logo again. He won that contest I was holding earlier. I will say it was not much of a contest because A, Jeff did a great job, and B, there was not a lot of people watching my videos to reach out, but I'm really happy with what Jeff did. I think it is a cool logo, and I'm looking forward to seeing people playing with this card with my logo on it, and I promise I will try to play with it as well. As an aside, I really hope somebody wins the championship using one of my promo cards, because that'd be cool to be caught on video. So anyways, I'm gonna move the full art away for a second here. I just want to show you guys the actual card that you can expect to find in the Origins boxes. So you can notice right away the uncommon logo in the bottom middle of the card. So this will be an uncommon. It won't be extremely difficult to pull. I believe there's going to be 3 or 4 uncommons in every pack. And so this is, right away, this card is a Galera or generic, noted by the affiliation in the top right corner of the card there. So any cards that are in the Galera world setting will be playable by any of the champions in the Galera setting. So this card is open to every champion. And so this is really important because in the past we had a similar, well, not a similar, but a card that you could maybe make the case that it was similar, and this might be replacing in the meta, is Tsunami. And so I'm going to pull Tsunami up on the screen here just to kind of talk a little bit about some of the differences and where I think that Force Blast has some advantages. So number one, like I was just saying, it's generic. So this is open to every champion now. So that's really cool because some champions didn't have the ability to do area of effect damage like this, and this is nothing to sneeze at with a 6 damage. The one drawback I see to this card, which would make it broken if it wasn't, but the speed of action versus swift. Both of these cards are action speed, so there's no benefit there, but it is an amazing amount of damage. So giving it a swift action speed would probably make this broken. But the chi values are obviously different. So Tsunami being a 5 allows you to play probably more copies in your deck. Whereas Force Blast is a 7. However, Force Blast is probably going to be, I think, a more versatile card because Tsunami has a way better awareness with this, hitting 2 rows in front of you and hitting up to 6 different spaces on the board. However, when I play with it, I find that there's not that many instances where you're hitting all 6, and if you're able to get a little bit closer and use a Force Blast, you're doing double the damage, which 6 damage is enough to kill most of the summons in the game, including the angels, the Baruchs, the tigers, the sorts of creatures that become really pesky really quick and do a lot of damage to your team. And so, having to only use 1 card versus 2 Tsunamis to do 6 damage, I think is really beneficial, and this can be a game finishing card as well. So I really think that there's going to be some people doing things using Stone Protectors of Need to get in position, or being two tiles back and advancing 1 at the end of a round, and then having the ability to do this as an action, as a surprise, and maybe having a few other bolt shots or something else in hand, you could finish off a champion. So I think this is a really cool card. I'm really excited to play it. I'm excited to hear other ideas. I'm sure some of you guys are already looking at your collections and figuring out something that's going to be cool for this. But yeah, feel free to leave some messages. And again, Haunted Castle Gaming, Joey, Sid, the team, thank you for letting me spoil this. And good luck with the release of Origins. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks.